Welcome to the whole Nexus Lives podcast thing.
Yes.
Episode, I guess this would be 7? Yeah, 7.
Episode something.
Something.
So what do we have for them today, Kelsey?
Well, first we gotta introduce ourselves, because you guys keep giving me shit.
Wait,
what?
For this episode, I am your host. I am Kelsey. I guess I'll introduce myself. But I have created one of those silly MySpace questionnaires that we all used to love so much. It's mostly geared towards music questions.
The kids out there don't know what MySpace is, but that's probably not important.
Shh, everyone knows what MySpace is.
Yeah,
It'll
okay.
never die. So instead of just going around and introducing ourselves, we can answer these questions.
All right.
You guys want to answer some questions?
No.
Oh.
Too bad.
Okay.
Here we go.
Hey, you. What is your given name?
Oh, you're asking me?
Yeah.
I don't know if I want to reveal that on camera.
Oh.
This is going off to a great start.
Ooh. Mysterious.
Who is this masked musician?
All right, what's your given name?
My given name is Curtis Allen Wondrely.
Yeah. What's your nickname?
I don't really have one.
Oh.
It changes. I know in college I had some people that called me Duper for a little while.
Duper.
Yeah. And
Did you dupe lots of people?
No, it was my friend John Breeden, who I was going to college with. They called him Super and me Duper.
That's adorable.
Is it adorable?
John-
Yeah.
Is that Molly's husband?
She worked at DHL.
I don't know where she works.
His wife works at DHL. At least she did.
I saw a couple of her shows. Anyway. Oh, do we have any nicknames?
Hi.
You?
My name is Kelsey Kathleen Whitney, and my most common nickname is Kesh.
Don't you hate Kesh?
I go back and forth. It's my oldest and most used nickname, but it's pretty immature. But I don't really have anything better to go by. I used to go by Otis, which is a shortened version of my dead dad's screen name. So I kind of
Well, that went morbid quick.
Yeah, I stopped using that because of what it was after a while. But sometimes people still call me Otis. It sparks a little joy in my heart, but it's still weird.
And sadness.
And sadness. But, you know, who doesn't steal their dead dad's AIM screen name and email address and start using it as their own? It's a pretty normal thing.
Most of us don't.
Ah. Well, what is your nickname, Mr. Mysterious Man?
Just call me Flynn.
Okay. That's it?
Yep.
All right.
That's it.
Subtracting the year, because no one needs to know how old we are. When's your birthday? And what is your astrological sign, Mr. Curtis?
What's your sign?
The ladies want to know, and the men.
Yeah,
of them.
I'm sure it's more one or the other. Probably. So I was born in July the 6th, which would make me a Cancer.
Ooh.
That's why it's so crabby.
A pinch.
Ow. February 26th, which would make me a Pisces.
And May 31st, which would make me a Gemini. Fun fact, I was born on Memorial Day. Were you guys born on any special day?
2 days after the 4th of July.
Not special. Are you special?
Oh.
My projected delivery date was supposed to be the leap day,
Oh.
but it came a little early.
It worked out though. My mom's ex-husband was born on the 4th of July.
I would hate that. I would hate to have that birthday.
Yeah.
Like on a major holiday. Like one of my buddies, he was born on Christmas.
Yeah. I've never met anyone happy about their birthday being on Christmas.
No. Christmas or any major holiday, really. I mean, I suppose like Labor Day or Memorial Day might be okay. Because like, hey, you always have the day off, right? Well,
That's true.
almost always, but
I almost always get the day off on my birthday because they fucking don't do the fireworks on the 4th of July typically.
no.
I must have missed it, but I don't know when my birthday has actually been on Memorial Day since the day I was born. I need to figure that out.
All right, well, what else you got for us?
All right, it's a 2-part question.
Oh boy.
Like the last one.
What is your favorite color? And is color spelled with a U? Or
Oh
not?
man, I should have studied.
Black and no.
Blue and yes.
Sorry, Kirby.
Purple, yes.
Live in America. America, we leave out the U. It's unnecessary.
What instrument do you play, Mr. Flynn?
Nothing now. I quit.
All right, we have an opening now for a bassist and a drummer.
Yeah.
They won't let me go.
No,
They can't let me go.
No.
Couldn't leave if I
How
wanted
can
to.
I live without you? I don't need to know
How do I dream without you? Dun, 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 dun.
This took a nosedive real quick. Where we're like on question.
I'm gonna have Nicolas Cage's mullet
I
blowing in the
already-
wind while we're doing that.
I already wish for death.
Okay, what's your instrument? I already asked you.
Bass. I play bass
Yeah.
and bass accessories.
Well, what is your second favorite instrument?
Second favorite instrument?
Yeah.
Would it be bad if I said bass?
No, that would be an appropriate response for a bass player.
That's not true. Oh, you just made me sad.
Oh.
My second favorite instrument? I don't know, fucking pipe organ. I can't play one, but I wish I could. Wish I had one.
That's
cool.
a good answer.
Didgeridoo.
Didgeridoo.
Probably guitar. Electric guitar.
You're giving me so many answers.
Well, how about you give me an answer?
Uh,
Uh,
I play guitar. The second favorite instrument I play is probably piano. But I would one day really like to learn how to play cello or viola.
All
Take your
right.
cello, you tilt it on side cello. Got a bass.
So I love playing the guitar. Second favorite instrument? That's kind of hard. Because they all have their place. I guess if I have to pick one, I'll go with keyboard.
Your
Weird.
guitar all the way.
Well,
no
I mean,
strain.
it's more of like, I mean, I see instruments more as a means to make music than like something that I would pick a favorite out of. But I prefer metal, and you can't have metal without a guitar.
Yeah. Uh-huh.
Keyboard I like because I like Andrew WK, and that man rocks the shit out of a keyboard.
All right, next.
Next. When did you start learning? When did you start learning to play music?
Oh, am I just going first every time? All right.
I don't know. Whoever we can all yell at the same time.
I started learning.
Like
to
when
play-
did you seriously start learning?
Wow, just interrupt me.
I didn't. That's what I do.
Gosh, was I 13 or 16? I'm gonna say 16. I think I was 16 when I got my first bass, and I started teaching myself how to play with like a crappy Squire Fender P bass and like a little crate amp, annoying the crap out of my parents, just making funny noises alone in my bedroom. But yeah, that's when I first seriously got into music, as far as playing goes.
Curtis.
Well, I mean, I've been trying to play music ever since I was in like friggin' middle school, but it didn't really get serious until literally 5 years ago is when I started playing guitar.
I don't feel so bad. 2015 was when I taught myself how to play music.
That recently, huh?
Yeah.
Wow.
That's why I didn't know if you wanted me in the band, because I was like, I literally don't know much, but I can join.
I mean, he didn't either. So like, you know,
Yeah.
starting off on relatively.
Spent a lot of time trying to do did percussion, and so they put me on xylophone a lot. And drums and stuff. My parents couldn't really afford lessons or anything, and they didn't teach you anything in school. So that was a bust. Then I tried to do piano for a while, and while I made progress with it, I wasn't really all that great at it. And then I tried bass, which I made even more progress on, but it didn't feel right. And then I had guitar, and then that actually locked in.
Yeah, I took piano lessons when I was little, and I had this like acoustic guitar that my friends and I would pretend that we could play. And we would go do shows where I literally just strummed open chords, and we would sing like at the pool. We would just show up and do a concert. One time we went to a pretty popular like music festival in Loveland, and we just went up on stage. We were like 9. We went up on stage with our guitar, kicked the person who was playing music off the stage by being like, "We're gonna play now. I think it's our time to play." And he just let us. And so I took the microphone from this guy who was singing Mambo Number 5, and we played our terrible, horrible music. Our band was called Sugar and Spice, and then it was Black Magic.
All right.
I have a t-shirt still.
I'm pretty sure both of those band names were taken already.
We were 9. Shut up.
You could have totally covered by just saying that you're a Yoko Ono cover band.
Oh, man.
Oh, no.
They'd believe it.
All right.
But, yeah, never really learned much until I actually put my mind to it in 2015. Do your pets enjoy your taste in music? I'm going to say no. For me, Mouse hates the guitar.
Oh, my cat Lana, she was in here when we were practicing earlier today, just taking a nap through most of our practice while I was playing with our new pedal. And like, it wasn't quiet either. It's just she doesn't care. She likes to hang out with us while we play. Yeah. And like a chunk likes to hang out with us.
Yeah, I don't think any of my dogs care about my music in any way, shape, or form, but they totally pass out when I sing to them.
Lana's just over here crawling over. She's getting ready to dive bomb onto this camera right now.
Yeah.
She's in the danger zone of the camera and the keyboard.
Oh boy.
If you hear some crunching around the camera, that's probably her.
Clickety clack. All right, what else? What do we got?
All right. Now for the hard question.
Oh no.
What is your favorite band?
My favorite band? Oh man. That's tough. It's changed over the years. Like, there's always been like 5 or so top bands, but like they like always like fluctuated.
Oh yeah.
I suppose right now it's probably Rammstein. Maybe Tool. It's one of those two, right? They both finally came out with new albums this year, and that was exciting. And yeah.
Yeah. If this was 2001, it'd be 3 Doors Down for me, but it's not. So let's see. Now, technically, the 2 that I would be like thinking about aren't technically bands. They're solo acts with bands that play with them, and that's like Andrew WK and then Galacticon.
Probably should have said artists.
I'm sorry. What is your favorite artist / band?
Well, we're past that now. What's your favorite band? That would be a band.
It's true. If you had said 2001, it would have been Linkin Park.
Yeah.
Yes. But now it is Wilco and basically anything that Jeff Tweedy touches.
Gross.
Yeah.
Gross. Lame.
Wow.
Well, it's the way you put it. It's not Jeff Tweedy himself. I'm just thinking about touching things awkwardly.
Okay, I don't actually want to touch everything that Jeff Tweedy touches. Just
That would also be weird.
As a disclaimer, Jeff Tweedy, if you're watching this, I'm not your stalker.
He's not watching this.
But she does have a ball of your hair on her mantle.
Jeff Tweedy will never see this.
You don't know that. He has some weird sons.
Fairly sure.
They could tweet it to him.
Fairly certain he'll never see this.
Well, Jeff Tweedy, like and subscribe if you do.
Ring that bell.
All right, what have you been listening to this week?
This week?
This week.
I started off this week listening to a lot of Stained. Been really getting into... I've had this album for a long time, but I've only really given a true listen this, last couple weeks was Stained's... Was it 13 Shades of Grey? 14 Shades of Grey? Some number Shades of Grey?
Something Shades of Grey.
Yeah.
Amount of Grey.
And
less than 50. And
then somehow KMFDM ended up in my my disc player in my car, so I've been listening to Hal Rook. That's what I've... Oh, and then today I just been listening to a bunch of Mega Man music because video game music is sometimes choice.
Ah, that's a question later on the list.
Oh, good.
All right.
How about you, Kurt?
Well, I, on the way here, was listening to Howard Jones' Light the Torch, and that was freaking awesome. And then I also have been listening to, got Skylit Drive, Wires and Concept of Breathing playing in my car, too. And I got Tenacious D, Post Apocalypto. Been listening to those 3 albums. In a loop.
Nice.
And then video game music, because this man's been playing video game music up until this point.
I just got a new pedal, and I wanted to make my own little video game music.
It's so video game.
What is it? What is this actually called? Just something like a synth pedal. I've been playing around with that. But you?
Batter up.
Few things. I finally found my copy of Breaking Benjamin Phobia. So I've been listening to that. I also discovered an artist called King Princess, which I have been enjoying. And recently I picked up Radiohead's Pablo Honey. Wait, no. Yes, I couldn't remember which album, but I've been listening to that again. Do either of you like Radiohead at all?
I like Radiohead, I just don't listen to them a lot. But they're good, they're solid.
No.
You don't like them, or have you never listened to them?
Yes.
Okay. Excellent.
That's like a pick one type answer.
It's a little bit of both.
Well,
I have not liked them enough to give them more of a shot than the couple of songs that I've heard.
understandable. Let's see. This is now my laptop. What is your most hated genre of music?
Skip.
Mumble rap.
Ooh. Skip. That was a long, drawn out, angry sigh before you said skip.
There's a lot. There's a lot of
You're gonna have to pick
genres. We're just gonna ignore his distaste for mumble rap here.
No. I was gonna come back to it. I registered it, but this is.
How about you?
That sigh was
What's your
free jazz.
most hated or least favorite? Wait.
Most hated.
Most hated. Oof.
Free jazz.
Free jazz.
Fuck free jazz. I love jazz and funk, but man.
That's not gonna bode well with at least one of our
Ooh.
listeners. Hey, Sai, how you doing? Hated music.
This is our most angry individual sometimes, so I want to know. I want to know where the hate well is.
All right, well, yeah, honorable mentions the mumble rap. It's up there.
I actually sometimes listen to mumble rap.
She's sometimes wrong, just not right in the head.
I mean, yes, it's true.
So I used to be a bit of a music snob, right? And I think a lot of us out there are. We have very strong feelings about music, but like really, most music is really valid, and like anyone can enjoy anything. But some still get under my skin. Mumble rap's one of them. That dubstep that was big. And people swear to me like, oh well, there's good dubstep, and like no. Oh, but those Skrillex isn't all dubstep. It's like, yeah, the rest of it's bad too, man.
Cue to Deadpool. I love dubstep.
And so like I like things that are like dubstep adjacent, right? Like Clubhouse and D&B. I love drum and bass, right? But dubstep is no too much. I used to hate like bubblegum pop, but like in recent years, like I'm okay with. I'll sing along with some Backstreet Boys and Britney Spears. Got no shame. I was humming O-Town to myself the other day.
Yeah.
The shame. Oh, God, yeah. Things that aren't mumble rap that are still awful.
Billie Eilish.
Okay.
Oh wow.
I'm not gonna touch that.
Yeah, I'm not.
I don't hate all. I've listened to a few of her songs and like I don't hate all of it. I just don't think maybe it warranted the attention that it's gotten this year.
Yeah. I will second that.
Anything Bieber or Drake have done has been pretty awful. Like, I haven't heard anything I like by either of them. And pretty much anything along those lines, really. I don't know.
Yeah, I like pop a lot, but not necessarily radio pop. I'm
all about radio pop. But you like Halsey.
Yeah.
You
well,
love
I just meant,
Halsey.
okay, so like, I turn on Kiss FM. I like maybe 50% of what's going on there. Like, popular culture radio pop is not necessarily always for me. But I like plenty of
Well,
radio
you don't like
pop.
your Tay-Tay, your Taylor Swift, your Selena Gomez, your oh god, who's
None of them are on the
ginger?
radio right now, Charles.
Yeah, you
No,
old
they
man.
are. They absolutely are.
I don't even know who's on the radio.
Ariana
right now.
Grande's and your oh my god, who's the ginger guy? Ed Sheeran.
Yeah,
Oh.
yeah, the YouTuber.
Yeah.
How do you
He makes some good music.
He's a
here's
YouTuber?
Yeah,
Oh.
Wait,
Yeah.
Ed Sheeran is a YouTuber?
yeah.
Did you just call him Sharon?
Sheeran? Ed Sheeran?
Ed Sheeran.
Who are
if you're-
you?
Pretty sure.
Ed Sheeran, if you're out there, like, subscribe, ring that bell.
Yeah, he's amazing.
How do you feel about the bonus question? How do you feel about Ed Sheeran making rock metal music?
Oh, that crossover song with like the two other dudes?
Yeah.
That song was alright.
I'm trying to.
I can't remember.
Bruno Mars, I think, was on one of them.
Yeah, I think he is.
Yeah.
And then
It was
some
a really
other
good song.
random rock guy.
The music video was a bunch of girls.
You would like that, wouldn't you?
Well, I mean, they were just pretending that they were them. Like, the voices were coming out of the women.
Oh. That's different. That description that you gave me was not representative.
Well, if you'd have saw the music video, it would have been all you
didn't,
needed.
So you need
but
to
you
describe
didn't.
it to me so that I could understand
I'm
where you're coming
sorry.
from.
I keep
having
forgetting
not
your
seen
finger
it.
isn't on the pulse.
Because I don't watch music videos of all this random shit out there now. No. I work for a living. I don't have time for that shit.
You're right. I live in a dumpster.
All you do is like make prints, practice guitar, and say Ed Sheeran. Well, that's you.
Yeah, I was gonna say.
I said, sure. I don't even know what I said. Sheeran.
She ran. Oh, baby, when she moves, she moves.
Well, okay. Another bonus question then.
Oh, no.
What is your favorite media service? What do you spend the most time on? Is it YouTube, like Spotify, Netflix? You do more time like finding new things, watching old things.
When I'm at work, I always have Pandora rolling. It's been pretty much the most. I don't know. It's the music streaming service that I use. I haven't used YouTube a lot lately. I don't know. I think maybe that's it. I don't know. What do you got?
You certainly watch lots of Netflix.
I do, I guess, or I had.
Or do you watch more wrestling?
I'm actually starting to run out of. Oh, go on, get me started. I do watch a lot of Netflix, but I'm actually running out of things to watch. And so, well, I remembered that I hadn't finished BoJack Horseman, so I'm watching that now. So there's always something on Netflix and Hulu, and I got that WWE network because I'm a huge redneck nerd who likes some wrestling. And I've been watching a bit of that, but not as much as the other two. But like Pandora probably gets the most play because I can just put it on the background and like, fill out my whole warehouse with music. It's got speakers running through the whole thing.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, it's an AV company. Of course we do.
I just wouldn't assume that they would let you play your music throughout the entire warehouse.
No one else is in there. The warehouse is my office. I have the biggest office in the company. It's like 80 by 130, 140 feet. Yeah, all mine.
All right.
Gotcha. Pretty much for me, it's literally YouTube #1, followed by Spotify. I spend a lot of my time watching YouTube people and listening to Joe Rogan's podcast at work.
Yeah.
Also listen to Damian Keys a lot.
I also watch a lot of YouTube. I'm a big fan of like creepypasta podcasts, like Rainbot. Rainbot's probably my favorite. Rainbot, like and subscribe. I've already liked and subscribed for you. You're awesome.
None of these people are gonna like and subscribe.
We can try.
We're giving you free plugs, and
Yeah.
we'll take them back.
And then Spotify would probably be number 2.
The only one who prefers Pandora over Spotify.
Apparently.
Yeah, I just like the way that Spotify looks. I used to be really bad about illegally downloading music all the time. And so I had folders set up.
Don't admit that. We're going on the internet with this.
No, it's cool. Everybody admits
You gave
that
them
now.
our real name, your birthday, everything.
I mean,
You gave them all your information. Then you're gonna admit to crimes on the internet.
They'd be going after Finn McKinley on Punk Rock MBA if they went after that. Because he did a whole
Maybe they
episode
will.
about it.
Maybe they will. We're gonna be low on the list, but we're on the list.
okay. Look, internet, I'm sorry. I paid my
Apologize
dues.
to the
I've
internet.
been
No, you
I've been
You
buying
apologize to
CDs.
Lars Ulrich, all right?
I've been buying merchandise to make up for it. I was a young lad. Lad. I don't know. Who knows?
They'd be literally arresting
young
everybody that existed in the
Kelsey
90s
Shimada.
if they went after that.
Point is,
I didn't exist.
point
in the 90s.
is, I like
Transcended.
the way that Spotify has their music set up because it is more reminiscent of my dozens of folders, just being able to find it immediately.
Yeah, been very happy with the playlists that I've been able to make on Pandora, and some of the stuff that like pops up when you start to like curate one has really introduced me to a lot of new stuff. Actually, like this year has been good for pop for me because I've found out about a lot of artists I would never have known about otherwise until I made an Alessia Cara station because I like that shit.
Oh, that leads into the next question. What genre is your guilty pleasure?
I don't really feel guilty about it anymore. It's just, well, I guess no one's really made fun of me for it lately. But yeah, it's like pop, that sort of thing. Like that never was my thing until a few years ago, and now I'm all over. Like I mentioned, Alessia Cara and Dua Lipa, BB Rexa, Zara Lawson, whatever, that sort of thing. Even some Ariana Grande I can tolerate. I guess that's my guilty pleasure, at least as of late.
I don't really think I have a guilty pleasure per se, but everybody sure likes to make me feel like I should be guilty for liking post-grunge.
What's post-grunge?
Post-grunge? Well, that would be one of the bands that you ewed just a minute ago. Three Doors Down, Creed.
That's post-grunge.
That's post-grunge.
Yeah, it's post-grunge.
Anime, movie, or video game soundtracks? What do you listen to more?
Anime, video game, or movie soundtrack. I don't really listen to soundtracks so much, but
That is the question.
I mean, technically, I guess it would be video games then, since you just listen to a bunch of video games.
Yeah, that would really kind of already put it ahead, because I don't ever just sit down and listen. Like, man, this movie had a really good soundtrack. Yeah. Or, like, it'd be like one song. Like that one song from Inception. I forget what it's called. It's like, it's named after a city. It's like the chase scene music or whatever.
Yeah.
Yeah, we all know what the song is, but yeah, that one's really good. But yeah, no, video game music, I guess, would be it. I know I've sat down and like, man, there's that one song in Halo that I really liked. The original Halo. I'm like, but I gotta find it, and then I'll sit down and try to find that song, and because mine's not like, it's not like the opening theme, so it's more obscure by like definition.
Yeah.
Like, I remember what part of the game it was and how epic it was, and like this was my favorite level, and like every time I got to it, it's like, oh yeah, this music just really gets me going. Oh. So I like actually sit down and go find it, but I don't really feel that way about like, I don't know, anime songs or movie songs so much. They might end up like on a YouTube playlist sometimes, but not typically.
Ooh, or musical soundtracks. I should have added that in, because I know how much you love musicals.
No, that's my friend's shtick. I have a couple of friends. They don't listen to like any music but musical music. So it's yeah, like.
So they're clearly music majors from NKU.
Theater. But,
Sorry, theater.
Yeah. You're absolutely right. So, oh man, I know that they just like listen to what was the one that the South Park guys did? Book of Mormon, and Hamilton's the big one now, right? So they will listen to that all the way to Ren Fair. And then all the way back. Like, come on, can we listen to like songs? I don't like anything else.
Yeah.
Right. Not that I dislike it, but like that's all they listen to. So like, if I make a pop music reference or a rock music reference, they don't know what the hell I'm talking about. I'm just like talking to a brick wall.
Yeah.
Like, you guys get it when I make a reference to something like that, and like you're like,
yeah.
You're like, you already know what I'm like making fun of. Like if I just cough like that, you laugh because you know what I'm talking about, but they don't. They're just like, hey man, you all right? You need a drink?
I mean, that's how I feel when I used to make lyrics jokes all the time from all of my indie trash, and I would be the only one that laughed.
If it's super obscure, no one's gonna latch onto it, right?
It's funny to me.
That's fine. That's good.
And to my old friends who used to live in Evansville, who I miss.
For all of you in Evansville, please like, subscribe. Relentless. So you, anime? Is it anime? Music?
So I like a lot of anime singles. I do have a few soundtracks, but I am very big on video game soundtracks. I own Silent Hill 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5 to name something. I love the Silent Hill soundtracks.
Nothing else, just those.
Akira Yamaoka has my heart. I guess another honorable mention would be Kingdom Hearts. Always really liked that soundtrack.
Yeah, it was a good soundtrack.
Berserk
Is anime.
Yeah. I'm just listing it.
Oh.
Honorable mention.
I mean,
she got the Berserk soundtrack. What was it, last Christmas?
Oh. I need to look up his name before I say it, so I don't make a fool of myself.
So we got to fill this dead air.
Suzumu Hirasawa. That is also one of my favorites. I love him. He also did the soundtrack to things like Paprika. No. Paprika.
I cook with paprika
I
sometimes.
know Paprika, but I've never watched it.
What?
Sorry, kid.
What about you?
Man, it's tough because like I love video game and anime soundtracks. Because I mean, like, there's so many really good anime with great soundtracks, like Beck and Fuka and stuff like that.
You know, Beck plays like 50 different instruments.
Well, this is a different Beck. This is Mongolian Chop Squad Beck.
Yeah.
What?
It's an anime about musicians.
It is.
Is Beck the main character?
No, the Beck is a dog.
Dogs can't play instruments.
Shout out to Beck, though. One of my favorite artists.
Beck, if you're watching, Anyway.
But I think video games eke out just because of Guilty Gear alone, because I listen to Guilty Gear all the time because Daisuke Ishiwatari writes some of the most badass heavy metal music ever.
You know, I forgot, but yeah, Guilty Gear music is on point. That stuff is good shit. No doubt. Oh. That, and oh yeah, we were listening to some other video game, like Killer Instinct.
Yeah, Killer Instinct has
like
some
really
great
good
music too.
Ooh.
Yeah. But it's like anime gets really close because I like freaking like the One Punch Man soundtrack and stuff like that. But I think video games solely because of Daisuke Ishiwatari edges out because I fucking just live on that shit. But I mean, Xenogears and Chrono Trigger also have ridiculously good soundtracks that I like a lot.
Mm-hmm.
I also love Lunar 2's soundtrack.
Guile's theme.
You've played Lunar?
1 and 2. I own both of them.
Can I borrow them?
You can
Sorry.
borrow
Podcast people.
You can borrow 1, 2. I can't let you borrow because all I have is the first disc because I unfortunately let a friend borrow it and he lost everything.
I've already beaten 1. I need to beat 2.
I'm sorry. 2 is my favorite and I lost all of it.
I named okay. It was mostly my ex, but we named our cat after. It was Lucia.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Lunar 2 is so good. It breaks my heart
Both
that
of
I
those
lost it, and that game is super expensive.
I know. I feel for you.
I got it at Toys R Us. Rest in peace.
What is your D&D alignment?
My D&D alignment. Oh god. Well, first off, I don't play D&D. All right.
I figured more people would know what Dungeons and Dragons is than Pathfinder.
So we're talking the chaos to lawful / good to evil alignments.
Yeah.
Axes.
Are you a lawful person? You're a chaotic person?
I'd say most of the time I tend probably lawful neutral. Probably. Maybe even lawful good. Which, I don't know, it seems kind of boring, but like, I don't know.
It's totally true.
It's me, right? And then I'm not like super strict on it. It's just, I don't know, morality thing. It's hard for me. I can be a dick, but like never genuinely. And I have a hard time breaking rules. If I am given like a rule structure, like I follow it. That's me. I like structure.
You haven't had a good time in D&D unless you've played a D&D game with me as a lawful good character.
God. I think we talked about that before.
You'll never be any more annoyed than playing me with chaotic neutral.
I guess it's really branching out because, like, when I play chaotic characters. That's me branching out. That's. Oh man, this is fantasy. I'll never do this in real life.
I have really a shit ton of fun with both of those. Mm-hmm. Lawful good and chaotic neutral. It's so easy to have a good time with those. The problem is when you don't like go as lawful good as you should go.
Yeah, you have to really.
I go Galahad level crazy, like Parn from Lotus War level chaotic good.
All right.
I don't know how that character that I played the most with it, Levi Morningstar. I don't know how he never died.
Levi Morningstar.
Like seriously, it would be like insanely, ridiculously powerful creatures that are way beyond my level, and I would charge.
That sounds about right.
Let's get him. Let's go, boys.
Like no intelligence at all. I would just be like, there's a big monster. Oh my gosh, all these people, I'm gonna save them. Just charge right at it.
Lawful good, oftentimes lawful stupid.
Exactly. That's how I love to play it, lawful stupid. And somehow I didn't die.
Like the old paladin mindset, yeah.
The best is I charged it like an ice worm or something, and I rolled a critical on it.
I
a double crit.
Like lawful neutral, lawful good, but I could never play that in D&D. I couldn't do that. I'd be like, that's dumb. Why do people do that?
Oh god.
What
so
are
maybe
you saying?
maybe neutral good, like but lawful stupid. No.
Oh no, we're talking about who you are as a person.
Yeah, no, I know. It's
right.
I'm just making it like I couldn't do that in game, like what I am in life.
Yeah.
Although it's kind of different because like there are more moral absolutes in game than there are out of game, right? So
what is your out of game character that you've talked about your different characters that you've played. Who are you as
in real life?
Kurt Wonderly?
Who am I as a person? I don't think you could.
You lawful evil.
Yeah.
Chaotic evil. Obviously.
Totally.
Burning down hospitals and kicking puppies.
Didn't you know this is me in prison right now? America's just really hip like that.
I'm in prison. This is prison.
Oh, jeez.
I'd say
I don't know how I would class it. I couldn't do it. It's like I wouldn't even say there's a class.
True neutral.
Yeah, fair enough.
Yeah.
I'll take that.
I used to say that I was lawful good, but until I met this boy, now I can't claim that. So I think I'm neutral
Did
good.
that change you?
No. Many people changed me.
That happened. That'll happen. At least you're not Lil Random anymore, right?
It's mostly out of sadness.
Freshy.
Morality.
Are you usually
Yeah.
early or late?
Say again?
Are you usually early or late?
Late. I used to be early. Not the last few years.
I'm typically early, but it depends.
Late.
You're so late. You're like 2000 late.
Wow. So these last few questions are they don't actually have an order. Like I ordered the first part, but then they wouldn't give me any kind of advice. So these are just gonna be kind of
This is your
all over the
project.
place. I know.
Right.
Well, I wanted our
Make it
fans to get to know us.
Uh-huh.
Do you feel like you know us now? Are we all best friends?
I feel like I know you better than I did like 30 minutes ago.
Tell you what, I could afford to know more though. Hit me with a couple more questions.
All right. How do you relax after a hard day of work?
I sleep.
I masturbate. Wait, what?
Oh, I sleep after I masturbate. It really takes time. So, we went back to the Netflix streaming thing. I hardly say Netflix is like my thing because I'll come home,
Because it's just porn?
be tired. No. Whoa, let me finish. I'll come home tired from a long day of work, put on Netflix, lay on the couch, and be done within 30 minutes. So I don't really watch Netflix. I sleep to Netflix.
Yeah,
That's
I've
how
trained
I.
myself.
That's how I unwind.
I've trained
sleep.
myself to fall asleep to Inuyasha. I've been going through.
I saw
all
you
of
were
the
watching
seasons.
Inuyasha.
Yeah. But I can't make it through episodes now because my brain is just like, oh yeah, Inuyasha, sleep.
Yeah.
Because I always pass out the second I hit the bed. I have Amber watching. She watches anime on Netflix while I'm asleep because she stays up way longer than me. And I actually told her to try Inuyasha because I'm like, my cousin liked it a lot. And she's like, that was terrible. Why would you tell me to watch that?
Oh,
I'm like, I didn't know. I never watched it. My cousins did. They were obsessed.
it has some redeeming qualities.
Ooh, not enough.
I'm like, it's like the same team that did Ranma Half, right? So
Other than sleeping, though, like really, I do play a lot of video games, especially more loud lately. That I've had a chance to. Mostly single player stuff, but you know, whatever passes the time. Like I was playing a lot of. I've been playing a lot of Star Wars KOTOR here this past week. Like a lot.
so good.
Knights of the Old Republic, man. I made like 5 or 6 different characters because I got off the first planet, and then like, nah, scrap it. Try again. I finally might actually play one to completion here in the next couple of days.
Maybe.
What? I'm almost there. And then I'll play KOTOR 2.
There's mods that apparently add a lot of the stuff that was cut out of KOTOR 2.
Oh, interesting. Like the HK Factory? Or is that forever Ghost?
I'm trying to remember. I don't know how far along it was, but like they were really close to being done like freaking 3 years ago. And then I stopped like waiting for it.
So what do you do to relax?
What do I actually do to relax? I mean, typically it's watching a shit ton of romance anime with Amber.
All right.
We just finished watching EF Tale of Memories and are going to start Melodies soon.
I don't know either of those, but I don't watch too much.
It's really well done. It's
So does like Ouran Host
Romance
Club
anime.
constitute as a romance anime? Or,
it does.
Or maybe
it does, and that one's good too. Watch
or,
that one as well.
Gundam Wing.
Gundam Wing.
Hero.
Well, what's funny is that Gundam Wing, I would have thought that it would have been 8th MS Team, and I was like, Amber, we'll watch this. It's got romance in it. Gundam Wing has way more romance than 8th MS Team does.
Yeah.
And like,
So much.
8th MS Team hinges on romance, but it's barely in it.
Gundam Wing needed more giant robot fighting than it did.
Yeah.
Still, I remember liking it, but I remember going back and trying to watch it, and I couldn't get past episode 1 because of the romance.
Gundam Wing
happening?
is
Why did I like this?
I ended up watching it about halfway last time I watched it. It's funny when you binge watch it because like it really recycles a lot of animation, so you could really turn it into a drinking game.
Excellent. And you? How about you?
Um,
How do you unwind?
Yeah, recently I've been reading more. A combination of actual books and comics. But I haven't been doing as much actual book reading in a while, so it's nice to get back to that. I'm still trying to play through Death Stranding. It is too much delivery service game and not enough plot. I'm sorry.
Old walking simulator.
Oh, it's so much of a walking simulator. It's so much of a walking simulator that I fall just as much as I do in real life in the game because I am too lazy to pay attention to my surroundings. So it's just like a kick in the knee.
In the game, she just doesn't notice in real life.
Now I'm oblivious in both things. Yeah.
It was hilarious because she claims she does fine, and then whenever I sit to watch her do something, she panics, and that's when everything goes to shit. When she like falls in the river, gets swept away like 5 miles, and like stands up next to like a giant tar narwhal. I think we mentioned this before in a past podcast, but it's just like I was like, Kelsey, you're really bad at this. Like, I was fine until you started watching me.
I panic whenever anyone watches me do anything.
So when you walk, you panic and you fall downstairs?
No, that's just because I'm clumsy.
Oh, well. Fair enough.
Let's see. Speaking of games and anime, what game or movie universe would you most want to live in?
I've heard the question of what game or movie universe would you least like to live in?
Okay.
Most like to live in?
Least like to live in. We'll do that first.
There was an answer for this. This is the kind of question that needs time to think about.
Yeah, I tried
really
that, and
probing.
then you were like,
No.
you want to have
No, this is...
the responses be
Everything until now could have been answered, like, immediately. This is like a ponder
Do you want
kind of
to
question.
pass? We can pass this
Well, okay,
question.
so most like to live in. What would be the most fun? You said game or movie universe?
I would say that question would hinge solely on like what kind of person you are in said anime or game universe, because like if you're like an NPC or just a random person in that universe while all that crap's going down, it might kind of suck.
Yeah,
but like
let's say you're in My Hero Academia, right? Where is it 80% or 90% of the population has like some kind of superpower?
And you were Midoriya, but without All Might.
And you didn't have a superpower. You were one of those people. Like that would suck. Right?
Yeah.
You know, or you're like in the Matrix universe, which honestly that would suck. But
Yeah.
And you're just a guy in a pod.
Yeah.
That's your existence.
It's like if you're in the One Punch Man universe and you were anybody but One Punch Man.
Anybody but One Punch Man. Where everything's going to shit around you. Like, I don't know how we're going to get through this. While he's just like, how about that?
You make valid points. I also...
Like, you could be in like the Mario universe and be jumping on mushrooms and bouncing around.
Yeah.
Like, yeah. Everyone can double jump. This is great. Butt slam. There you go. There's a fun one.
All right, I think the cumulative answer is pass. that.
I gave an answer here.
I mean,
a couple answers.
You did. You did. All right, we're having trouble with our cameras, so we're gonna do this real
Are we
fast.
recording again? All right.
Yeah.
Lightning round. We gotta
Lightning
finish
round. What state or country do you never want to go back to? Kansas.
I don't care.
Lightning.
Panic. Oregon?
But they have great trails.
When was the last time you climbed a tree for fun?
Never. It was never fun.
When I was like 10.
Last year. What is the most annoying question that people ask you regularly?
That one. No, I don't.
Oh, shit.
That's not a quick answer question. You?
I don't get questions asked regularly that annoy me, so I don't know. I can't think. I'm blanking.
I work in a warehouse. It's like, hey, you got any of those ... anything. Hey, man, do we have any insert stock item here? I'm like,
Ooh.
Okay, actually, I had a personal answer.
can you just go grab that in the back?
I know a question that I get asked all the time that's really annoying. What is high resolution?
Ooh.
I get asked that all the time. Nobody knows what it is. It really sucks when you work at a print shop and nobody knows what a high resolution image file is. And then they're like, yeah, I have a PDF, and they send me a low resolution, like 120 like kilobyte freaking JPEG.
Rapid fire. And you?
Two things.
Yeah, fries
One,
with that.
my name is Kesh, so everyone asks me if I'm named after Kesha, and it is awful. No, I am not.
Aren't you older than Kesha? Anyway, next question.
And the other question would be if I dyed my hair because of Christmas or St. Patrick's Day, and if it is not near that time, then I am off. My dates are off.
You're both breaking the rules. Rapid fire, lightning round.
That's everything. I know we're trying to be quick, so the last question's long. It's what have you been up to?
Getting our EP ready.
Persisting. Existing. Survive. Hashtag that. All right. That's another Nexus List podcast. We'll see you next time. Peace.
See ya.
All right, turn it off. You're done. Sync.